Good morning, my beautiful followers. It has definitely been a couple days since I have been live, and I almost didn't do this live stream, but here I am. So I had something else kind of planned for you guys today, but I just went with, in truth, what was on my heart. And a few days ago, I let my cat go. I had to make a really hard decision. And so before I even get into this, I'm going to say, cross your fingers. I don't break down into tears, but I had a cat that I have had for 18 years. Her name is Athena. And hang in there with me. I promise there is a message here for you. If you are human, if you have a heart, there is a message here for you. But I had her for 18 years, and so literally we grew up together. We totally grew up together. She was my person since I was 17. She was always there. I had some really tough times as a teenager, and she really was always there for me. She was very soul connected, very intuitive, beautiful cat, intuitive. Anyway, she was amazing, and I absolutely loved her, and I had to make this choice the other day. It had been kind of coming on and I knew it, and I had to make this choice. And instead of seeing her suffer anymore and really not live the life that I knew she could be living, I had to let her go. And so I spent the last 2 days crying and having moments where even as simple as oh wow, I don't have to clean the litter box as much today, little even moments of walking up into my bedroom and not seeing her on the bed, these little moments caught me off guard. But I thought about, I'm very, very sad that I had to watch her go, but I thought about the lessons she's taught me. And really the lesson is that of love. It is that of love, and this goes straight to our relationships in our lives. It goes straight to our souls and truth, because love is never wasted. I could look back and I could go to love a cat, and I know many people are like, it's a cat, get over it. But this cat was in my life for over half my life. To love, oh, well, that's wasted. And I get clients that work with me that will break up with somebody and they're like, well, that was wasted. I wasted my heart on that person. I wasted the love. And that is all ego. That is our ego in love. That is not true love. That is not true connection. Our love is never wasted. Our love is always, always, always making an impact. The fact is, loving someone is never a waste of time. It's never a waste of energy. Our love transforms. Even if we don't get the ego paths we want, or it doesn't turn out the way we want in our lives, our love, that energy of giving and loving to another soul, whatever soul that is, or even loving and having passion for a goal in truth, it's not the same, but loving another human being, loving an animal, loving another soul is never a waste of time. We oftentimes go, oh, well, that didn't work out, so it was a waste. But the fact is, when we love, we open up our own hearts. We open up our own growth pattern. We allow the source, however you define that source, whether it's God or the source or light or whatever, we allow that into us. And that brings us to a higher vibration. And so I don't care how much things could fall apart. I don't care how much pain you're in. Right now, I'm my heart is crushed because I don't have my little shithead, because that's what I used to call her. I don't have my little shithead. But the fact is that love is never wasted. That love is, just because you're in pain, just because something didn't work out, doesn't mean it was wasted. It means that you opened yourself up. It means that you allowed a positive, godlike energy to go through you. It allowed you to manifest into your world. We oftentimes will go, well, that was wasted, or that love's wasted because somebody doesn't react in the way we want them to. But it's not wasted, because first of all, we never know truly the impact we've made on others. I have had clients that I've said something to them, I'm like, yeah, that went over their head. And they come back years later and they're like, you know what, Addison, that statement you made to me, that really changed my life. That was so loving. It was a hard love, but it was so loving that it actually really did change me. And I have had that same experience with other people that I myself have worked with and been like, I can look back at one therapist, 20 years ago and be like, that one thing that they said to me really changed things. In that moment, they didn't know that, but in looking back, that was a massive change in my life. So we don't know how our love is truly impacting. And the fact is that high vibe energy is never a waste of time. That high vibe energy is transforming things, even if it is just transforming you internally and allowing you to let go of negativity. Our love transforms. We are leaving fingerprints on everybody we touch. We have a ripple. The fact is we are always leaving these little fingerprints. Now, your fingerprints might not be loving fingerprints, but we're always leaving fingerprints on those others we touch in our lives. And there is a multitude of ways we love. We like to box love into, the love we have for kids, the love we have for our romantic partner, the love we have for our friends, the love we have for our family, the love we have for our animals. But the fact is love. Yes, there's boundaries and differences, but the fact is, this energy of love is free flowing. It is us opening ourselves up. It's us trusting and having faith in ourselves and in source or whatever higher power you believe in. That's what this is. And sometimes love is making those hard decisions like I had to do with Athena. The fact is, it would not have been loving for me to keep her alive. I went to go get juice this morning for myself, and I sat going, I want my fucking cat back. And that's exactly what happened. I want my cat back. I'm angry at myself for letting her go. I just want her back. And the truth is that I went, and that's your ego. That's your ego wanting something to make yourself feel better. But the fact is, what was better for her is for me to let her go in peace and not suffer for another year, 2 years, whatever, to let her truly go and to let her truly go in multiple ways, energetic ways, emotional ways, to just let her go in peace and let her soul do what it needs to do. But the fact is, there are these lessons in these little moments of love. So look at where you are blocking love, where you're afraid to love, where you're like, well, what if it doesn't work out? The fact is, love is never something that is wasted. Now, you do have to look at your time. You do have to look at boundaries. You do have to look at certain things in your life. But know that love is never wasted. And don't blame life issues on love. Love is never a waste of time. Love is something of who we are. So, that is a message that Athena gave me before she left this life, was to love. So, from my heart to you, go and love somebody today. Go and spread that beautiful light. So, all right, I am going to let you guys go. And go love. Go grab that fire within, guys. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow for another Addison Unleashed. Bye, y'all.